Okay guys, we are back today with a new video of my new car. By now you're probably seeing the Escape final video, and this is the replacement for it. It's a 2010 Lincoln MKX. And before we get started, I would like to apologize for the wind noise. It's just obnoxiously windy today and I can't do nothing about it. But as usual, I would like to get a video of the first day I get the car on the channel before I really do any type of modifications to it, which I really don't plan to do anything to this. I just wanted the car, first day I had the car on the channel. Anyways, it is I bought it used, of course, from a Lincoln dealer in my area. I bought it from the same dealer I bought my Focus ST from the same guy. So basically with the Escape, this is everything the Escape wasn't. And I wasn't expecting the Escape to be a Lincoln by any means. And I was looking at several cars. Mainly it was this and a Volvo S80. The Volvo had 100,000 miles on it, and it was a little bit cheaper than this, and the Volvo was really nice. It was a Turbo 6, and I think it was one of the last 2 years that they had made that body, or the Volvo S80 in general. It was a really nice car, but the mileage scared me a little bit, and the fact that it's a little more expensive to maintain, and I was afraid, I just wasn't ready to take on a Volvo or a foreign car yet. So I'm pretty sure this will be a lot cheaper to maintain. And for the mileage, this only has 60,000 miles versus the Volvo's 100. And I do drive a lot, so that's going to make a big difference. So anyways, we'll get started here on this particular car. I think this has the ultimate package, which gives you these polished wheels and some bits on the interior. But this particular color is called Sterling Gray Metallic. I'm trying to block the wind noise as best as I can. So it's Sterling Gray Metallic. It does have chrome accents throughout, which I'm a big fan of. I would have liked to have gotten the monochrome, but those are just impossible to find in good shape, so it's kind of impossible. But anyways, coming over the wheels and tires, these are 18-inch polished wheels, and anything Ford makes polished, it just does not hold up well to the elements, and unfortunately the salt has eaten these wheels up. I'm going to run the tires down. They're Yokohama Geolanders. They're pretty good tires. I've always been a fan of the Geolander tire. I almost put them on my Escape, but anyways, we still have probably 70% shred, 75, 80% shred, so we're good for the winter. This one is front wheel drive, so I may actually put winter tires on it, but we'll see how it does in the snow first. And I wanted front wheel drive in a big SUV like this because gas mileage is greatly sacrificed. So I do a lot of highway driving, so I was getting 26 going 80 today, so I'm sure I could squeeze out a little bit more if I did like 172 or something. But yeah, so another reason I really kind of like this was my Fusion Sport. This has the same motor as my Fusion Sport. It's not as quick because it's a little bit heavier, but it feels so similar to my Fusion. And that was a car I really regretted getting rid of, and it feels so similar to the Fusion. It's just a little bit nicer than the Fusion. This does have the adaptive headlights as well. I'm a big fan. I've always been a fan of this generation of the Lincoln, and I still think it's the best looking generation. It's essentially it's a rebadged Edge is what it's based off of, if you hadn't found that out by now. We do have the panoramic roof as well. Chrome door handles, keyless entry, blind spot heated mirrors. Everything a luxury car would generally have, this has it. So coming over to the interior, we do have like a stone colored seat. I'm a big fan of the interior color, and it's in really good shape. It's fully powered, 10-way driver, adjustable seat. We do have some memory seating right here as well. The Lincoln embroidered in the headrest, and I've always been a fan of this Lincoln leather. They just use a really nice graining leather. So coming on in, this one did not come with floor mats, so the salesman I bought it from, he ordered me some all-weather floor mats, so I'll probably get those in a couple days. And so it also didn't come with another key, so he made a key for me. I paid about average price for this. I'm not too concerned, honestly. It's hard to find these with 60,000 miles on them in good shape. They're out there, but I liked this enough to want to buy it. So I drove it yesterday, test drove it out of the blue yesterday, and I bought it. I was really thinking I was going to get the Volvo. I really was. But then I just figured I'd give this car a chance, and it actually turned out to be really nice. So the only thing I really noticed on the interior that is off is this wood grain seems to be cracked. And I think that's a common thing with this generation of the Lincolns, the Zephyrs, and stuff like that. But other than that, the interior's it's in pretty good shape. Everything's soft touch up here, so you don't get that in a Ford Edge. So the soft touch is a really nice feature to have. It's nice. I like it. It's big. It's comfortable. It's just like my Buick. We have some stitched leather down here and some hard plastic and all that stuff. We have a tweeter right here. Automatic headlights with fog lights. They're projectors. Dashboard is a rubberized material. It is, again, stitched right here. It's overall nice for the era of Ford. They did a good job kind of hiding the rebadged engineering. But we'll start it up now. I'm sitting on the key right now, so and looking at the steering wheel, it's in really good shape. I mean, the leather is hardly even worn on it. That's another thing I really liked about it. Whoever owned it took care of it. And the previous, basically the life of this car, it started out as a lease car. So somebody leased it for 2 years, and they returned the lease back to the dealer, and another older couple came along, of course, and they bought it in 2012, and they had it ever since, and they traded it in on a brand new MKX. So it wasn't an auction car, so and they took really good care of it. So as you can see, 60,740 is the mileage right there. Your old style Ford wiper blade controls. They put new wipers on it. Just things dealers do when they get cars in. We do have the Panoramic Sunroof, which I am a huge fan of, and if it didn't have this feature, I don't think I would have bought it otherwise. I have just loved this feature on these cars since they came out, and now I have it. I hope it lasts, though. I hope the motor works, so knock on some fake wood here. But anyways, again, I really do like the wood graining. It feels good. It's not overdone either. But anyways, here's the map right here. We have the radio controls. We have satellite radio as well. Again, navigation, and it's a little outdated, but I like this system better than my Ford Touch. And again, it reminds me of my Ford Fusion. I really did like that car, and all the controls are pretty much the same. We just have satin accents throughout. This is plastic, so it's not real aluminum. It's just Lincoln type things. And I really liked the controls like my Fusion had. We have a 6-speed automatic. It's a really responsive gearbox, so I really do like that. We do have ambient lighting right here as well. We can change the colors in the cup holders and down there. Heated and cooled seats. This is by far my absolute favorite feature. I have always wanted cooled seats, and they work. They work on both seats, so that's nice. And again, another thing that I really do like is the THX sound system. It actually has a really nice hit to it. So unlike the newer Lincoln Premium Audios, they just don't have that hit to it. This is a 12-speaker audio, and it's a 600-watt system, so it really does pack a punch. We have some tweeters back there and a subwoofer, but we will get to that. Center console, it is 2-stage, and it is huge, so I'm a big fan of that as well. Passenger seat, again, what really made me want to buy this car was the condition that it was in. It's kind of hard to find these in good shape today. And you have all the manuals and all that type stuff in there. So other than that, here it is. We have an auto-dimming mirror with your Bluetooth in there, and I do have HomeLink, so I will have to figure out how that does work. So we'll turn on the headlights and the fog lights, and we'll pop the hood. We have a power trunk as well. We'll push that. It does have a 4K rev limiter. It's just enough power for me. It's plenty for the highway. It revs low. I'm very happy with it today. I just took delivery of it about an hour ago, so I'm still getting to know the car still. But coming to the rear, again, it's probably been sat in a handful of times. I mean, it's in such good shape. I do have my seat back quite a bit right now. So my knees are digging into it, but I could be comfortable back here if I had to. Some vents back here. We do have a 12-volt outlet as well. On some models you could get heated seats in the rear. I just don't have that package. The materials do follow through to the rear as well. We have some grab handles right here, and we do have a armrest that does turn into cup holders as well. So there's that. And we do have your old style Ford light, but this is 2010, so you're gonna see some old Ford counterparts throughout. But again, it's insanely clean, and I'm happy with it. So hopefully it's a good car for a while. And again, I was getting to, I had to get rid of the Buick. I think I've already mentioned that. I had to get rid of the Buick. It just was not worth fixing. So, and if it ran, if it didn't need what it needed, I would have kept it. And this car rides really close to that, and that's exactly what I was looking for. So I don't really plan on getting rid of this. For some reason, I thought the Escape would be different, but it wasn't. We do have a full-size spare under there as well. It has never been used, so that's really nice. Power trunk right there, and you can hit these buttons to fold the seats. So you can just do that. It will delatch it right there, and we do have a subwoofer right there. It's really got everything that I do want in a car. It would have been nice to have all-wheel drive in a sense, but the gas mileage is really what was getting me at this point. So if I can get 25 out of this thing, that would be just awesome. And I guess there's the passenger side. I do plan on tinting the front windows and possibly getting some WeatherTech in-channel rain guards. This is going to be my main vehicle, as I don't drive the G6 a whole lot, and it's a nice main vehicle to have. So there's that. I do believe those are halogen projectors. And looking under the hood, this is a 3.5 liter V6 Duratec. It's a good motor. And again, knock on some fake chrome over here. I hope it's a good motor. It's been tried and true before. They use it in all their big vehicles. So yeah, I do like it for what it is. So as usual, guys, I hope you enjoyed my new vehicle update. And I do apologize for the wind noise if there's been any throughout the video. As usual, guys, thank you for watching, and we will talk to you all later.